Boom, Bitcoin Bulletin is live. Get ready for the biggest news in crypto, hitting you at warp speed. We've got Eric and Donald Trump Jr. launching American Bitcoin, pushing into the crowded crypto market. This is a massive move from a familiar name, and you know we've got all the details. Then, Metaplanet is going global, establishing a US subsidiary to turbocharge its Bitcoin income business. This Japanese powerhouse is expanding its reach, and we'll tell you exactly why this matters for their strategy. And hold on, because Bitcoin itself just hit a 3-week high, showing incredible resilience and momentum in the market. What's driving this surge, and what does it mean for your portfolio? Finally, Metaplanet is closing a huge $1.4 billion raise to buy even more Bitcoin. This is a game changer, and we're breaking down how they're doing it. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. American Bitcoin is here, and it's backed by none other than Eric and Donald Trump Jr. This new player is making a bold entrance into the already packed cryptocurrency arena, aiming to stand out with its distinctly American identity. Eric Trump himself, serving as the company's chief strategy officer, emphasized their commitment, stating, "At the end of the day, we're an American company mining Bitcoin in America, and we obviously love the asset class." Co-founded by the Trump brothers, American Bitcoin officially went public this September after merging with the crypto mining firm Griffin Digital Mining, and its shares have already seen a notable jump of about 12% since the deal's completion. It's important to note that the company is majority-owned by another Bitcoin miner, Hut 8, adding another layer to its corporate structure. For investors looking for exposure to Bitcoin through publicly traded companies, American Bitcoin joins a list that includes giants like MicroStrategy, GameStop, Tesla, and even Trump Media and Technology Group. The key question remains, what will make American Bitcoin truly distinct, beyond the significant Trump family endorsement? Currently, the stock appears to be trading heavily on the speculative energy characteristic of the crypto industry, with its market valuation far exceeding the value of the Bitcoin it holds. Regulatory filings from early September show American Bitcoin owning 2,443 Bitcoin, worth approximately $285 million at current prices, a stark contrast to its market valuation exceeding $7 billion. However, American Bitcoin's executive chairman, Asher Genoot, who also heads Hut 8, shared their ambitious strategy to leverage their mining expertise to acquire Bitcoin at a significant discount and use cheap capital to buy more, mirroring the approach of MicroStrategy. Eric Trump also expressed a vision for American Bitcoin to bring a modern common-sense voice to crypto, making it more approachable for everyday investors. This push for accessibility is already gaining traction, partly due to the availability of spot Bitcoin ETFs from firms like BlackRock and Fidelity, and user-friendly platforms from brokerages such as Coinbase and Robinhood. Eric Trump boldly declared, "Crypto is growing faster than the internet. That is not a joke. It's explosive." He also highlighted a shift in regulatory sentiment, suggesting that stricter policies from the previous administration have given way to a more favorable environment under the current one, with a new SEC chair signaling a more positive outlook on crypto. Eric Trump believes this progress is irreversible, stating, "That movement is dead. We've come too far." The increasing involvement of traditional financial institutions in Bitcoin and blockchain technology suggests that a pro-crypto stance is becoming less of a political issue and more of a financial imperative. However, the company will likely need to significantly expand its Bitcoin holdings in America to justify its current high valuation. Stay tuned, because this story is still unfolding, and we're digging deeper into the strategies that could make American Bitcoin a major player. Next up, we're heading overseas to see how another major player is expanding its Bitcoin empire. Metaplanet is making waves, establishing its US subsidiary, Metaplanet Income Corp, to aggressively expand its Bitcoin income business. This move signals a significant global push for the Japanese company, aiming to broaden its operations in the digital asset space from American soil. The formation of Metaplanet Income Corp is a strategic maneuver designed to amplify their Bitcoin-related income generation activities. Operating out of the United States, This new entity is poised to tap into new markets and opportunities, furthering Metaplanet's ambitions in the ever-evolving world of Bitcoin services. This expansion is more than just a geographical shift. It represents a deepening commitment to building a robust, Bitcoin-focused business infrastructure. But the story doesn't end there. Get ready for some explosive price action as we reveal what's happening with Bitcoin's market value and another massive financial move from Metaplanet. Bitcoin is on the rise, hitting a compelling 3-week high according to the latest daily chart analysis. This surge indicates a renewed strength and positive momentum in the market, capturing the attention of traders and investors alike. While the specific drivers for this particular jump are detailed in broader market analysis, such price movements are often influenced by a confluence of factors including market sentiment, macroeconomic news, and significant on-chain activity. As a technical analyst with decades of experience, Jim Wyckoff's insights often highlight key price levels and patterns that can signal potential shifts in market trends. This recent climb suggests that Bitcoin is consolidating its gains and potentially setting the stage for further upward movement, reinforcing its position as a significant digital asset. And speaking of massive moves, you won't believe the scale of Metaplanet's latest financial maneuver that's set to supercharge their Bitcoin strategy. Get ready for some monumental news from Metaplanet. The Tokyo Stock Exchange-listed company has just announced the closing of a staggering $1.4 billion fundraise through an international share offering, with the express purpose of acquiring more Bitcoin. This massive capital injection comes at a time when Bitcoin's price is holding strong, trading above $116,000, underscoring the growing institutional confidence in Bitcoin treasury operations. Metaplanet isn't stopping there. They are simultaneously expanding their operational footprint by establishing new subsidiaries in both the United States and Japan, and have even acquired the premium domain Bitcoin, JP. This substantial fundraising round attracted significant interest from global institutional investors, including sovereign wealth funds, which is a clear testament to the increasing mainstream acceptance of corporations holding Bitcoin on their balance sheets. The company plans to deploy this capital for Bitcoin purchases primarily between September and October of 2025, with a portion also allocated to bolstering their Bitcoin income generation business. This aggressive expansion by Metaplanet aligns with a broader trend where corporations are increasingly adding Bitcoin to their treasury holdings, with total corporate Bitcoin reserves now exceeding 1 million BTC, representing about 5% of the circulating supply. Their new U.S. subsidiary, Metaplanet Income Corp, will be based in Miami, Florida, with an initial capital infusion of $15 million. This U.S. entity will concentrate on Bitcoin income generation and derivatives operations, marking a significant expansion beyond simple treasury management. In Japan, their newly formed Bitcoin Japan Inc. will focus on media, events, and services related to Bitcoin, operating from Tokyo. The acquisition of Bitcoin JP is a strategic move to position Metaplanet as a central hub for Japan's burgeoning Bitcoin ecosystem. The company's strategic initiatives highlight the intensifying competition within the Bitcoin treasury space, as more corporations view Bitcoin as an essential component of their financial strategies. Metaplanet's $1.4 billion fundraise is among the largest capital deployments into Bitcoin by a publicly listed company in 2025. Institutional investors are particularly intrigued by the company's potential to issue Bitcoin-backed preferred shares in the future, leveraging their expanded Bitcoin net asset value, BTC NAV, to create innovative financial products. A 60-day lockup period for management and major shareholders further demonstrates their commitment to long-term value creation. As Bitcoin maintains its price above $116,000, Metaplanet's ambitious expansion strategy underscores the significant institutional appetite for Bitcoin exposure through publicly traded vehicles. Their multi-pronged approach, combining direct Bitcoin acquisition with income-generating activities, showcases an evolving corporate Bitcoin strategy that could very well set a precedent for future institutional adoption. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. But don't go anywhere yet. We've got a lightning-fast recap and your final call to action to keep you locked in with Bitcoin Bulletin. What a show! We saw Eric and Donald Trump Jr. Launch American Bitcoin, Metaplanet expand into the US to boost its Bitcoin income, Bitcoin hit a 3-week high, and Metaplanet secure a massive $1.4 billion to buy more Bitcoin. If you loved this deep dive into the crypto world, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Bitcoin Bulletin for daily updates, hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat, leave a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you next time.